Hi folks, welcome to River Processing Software. I've wanted for a long while to create a series of videos that really open up the software to the users. There are so many hidden aspects, but this is a big overview really of the first page as you come into it. And you can notice there this large river here with an enormous weir. This is the River Tyvi in West Wales that David James and I surveyed back in 2015. But they're all still relevant photographs and the information that is there. It's called Llandyssil and Pentricurt. We often use it for test bed for the software changes and upgrades because there are 8 rivers in it. But I wanted to really bring it home to anybody who's using this. You've really got to forget topographic surveys. We're only interested in the flow of the river, the capacity of the river, and the features along it that will impede that flow, and the data that then goes through to the hydrologists, the modelers who are working out mathematically the capacity of the watercourse to take water under normal circumstances, but also when the river level rises and the flow increases, what happens then? Where does it come out of bank? So those of you who have been in topographic surveys, in effect, need to really try and forget plan topographic information. We're really more interested in river cross sections, and your skills in deciding where to take those cross sections, especially the open channel. You might need to move it because of vegetation or whatever. Your skills will be needed because you may well move that onto, say, a high point, a riffle, where there's a sort of small set of rapids, and it goes down steeply for a bit and then flattens out again. And we really want to know the top end of the rapids. The structures, like this one here, of course, that one there we couldn't even survey at the time. There's David James on the far right, putting his life in danger. But we had to make a decision to not to survey further down because we just couldn't get in the river. It wasn't safe, and we couldn't survey this weir here. Again, the flow was far too great. So we got the both ends of it and the banks going up both sides and called it a day there. This is the River Tyvi looking upstream. Beautiful river, but it's big, it's wide, and in the summer it's fine. And here's the lowest cross section there, a beautiful masonry stone arch bridge with some relief channels in it up in the circular bits there. And there's also an old railway tunnel at the right hand side. So I really wanted to get you into river surveys. We're talking about cross sections, and every cross section that is measured is all the data is straightened up. This is the whole basis for the river processing, that you have a left and right bank point that you choose on site, usually the highest point of the bank. It can be anywhere though, and those 2 points mathematically are lock points, and all the data you take as you wander across the river with your pole, the software, as it imports it and creates the DAT file format that we use, the data is straightened and pulled on to that mathematical straight line alignment between the left and beyond the left and right bank points. This is critical because what it means is if you can't cross in one particular section, but you can go down river a little bit and just about get a pole in the bottom of the river, hold yourself steady in your chest waders, then really what we're looking for is for you to get something that approaches the cross-section profile at that point, or even if you want to ensure that you've got a higher point, you can go downstream several meters. It doesn't matter, because what you're going to end up is with a straightened cross-section between the left and right bank points, and that's really important. Coming to the interface here. Here it is. And we always have to start in data files. The software really wants to know data files because in there are the various directories that are created and the data imported. And here we are in data files, and typically there's a DAT file. Now you'll notice very quickly as you move, you see this red text at the top here. Right click, list to select folder options. Let's do that. Lots of options. You want to open the folder and file explorer. It's coming on the other window. Let me just do that again to prove that it actually works. Right, there's your whole subdirectory with all the various bits that you need there. So on each of the upper area, the middle area, there's red text coming up there and telling you, oh, if you want to, double click on a file and it will open up here in TextPad, and that will allow you then to get take a good look at the DAT file as it comes in, or whenever. There we are. Here's the format. In the structures, you've got 10 header variables. In the open channel, which is probably, this here was the main bridge we just saw just now, the upstream. And if you come to the open channel, you've only got 4. Those are really very vital, important aspects, but the software takes care of that as you import it, and it will look for any of these codes. In this particular one, there's a PTX, a parapet, you've got the section, the XSS in the middle, and you've got your BES, the openings. Hopefully there's a parapet. We just haven't actually got a road deck. We don't know why we didn't get that, but that would have been a DK code, and also an HR for the handrail. So that gives you a very quick introduction there to what's happening in the data files subdirectory of your named project, and all the files and the subdirectories that are created within it. Very quickly, the colored area down the bottom, every one of these left, middle and left hand, 1, 2, 3, there's 10 of them there. You can use to define new programs in the right area. And I'm showing MicroStation because that's what I've used, software usage monitoring, the photographs, Enforce. If I click on my photographs, thumbs, it's coming in on the other screen. We'll just have to wait a second. So here we are, I'm using thumbs plus. What it means is that all the thumbnails for all the photographs in this particular channel, there are the 8 channels there, up to channel 8, the Curdin, and you can click on them. And you can look at everything in sequence. They're all numbered CS, cross-section CS2-01. That is also a critical format to follow. After that, as long as that's there, you've got your C, your center, your L, and your R, and the upstream. So that's a basic start of 4 photographs. You can then put after that what you want, L1, L2, elephants and oranges, it doesn't matter. But the critical element is to have the CS 2.01 or the CS 1.02, and so you've got a missing section there that doesn't matter. It would have been 101. Putting that out the way, every one of these left 10, left and middle there, we can right click and there'll be a help will pop up. Plot river layout, lots of stuff in there. You can open that up. Here's all the live CAD processing, utilities, data plotting, the river command center, that's a big one in there. So that's really important for you to know your way around pretty quickly. So we'll stop that there. Oh, I'm going to just look at the top. Your recent projects. There we are. We've gone through dozens of them recently. So if I want to go to another project, click on it, and there it is automatically in the data files. I want to go back to Michael Anderson and Pentrakurt. That's important to me. Under the file, we can create new folders, text listing, open this folder in File Explorer, insert a project suffix into file names. We can set that under options, CAD, QGIS, that's quite an important part later on. And we can do various things there which we've tried in the past and usefully contributed to the operation of the software. So there's your recent project list. Workflow, if you want to know precisely what you've got to do, look at this. Get it in your brain, what you're supposed to be doing, and the workflow, which is really quite important. That's another video. Sample data, that just changed the whole thing. You can see there we've gone back to data files and sample data. I want to keep it in Clandersill. And then the help. it has really recently been updated, because we've now got this videos list kicking in, and that will look something like this, and with clickable, control click, and you'll go to the video, and that will be part of the top pull down menu. So I'm just going to cancel that out there. That gives you then a quick run through on rivers. Don't be afraid of it. Fiddle around, play. You can't really get things messed up. And then if you want to, so any one of these clicks another page up. If you want to exit, there you can. Let's leave that video there for the moment. Thank you.